I will be very brief. In every nation's journey of progress and development, a time comes when people must sit and very carefully have a conversation about how they're going to move forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had promised you before that I will do a video to show you how unique is Dr. King Fred Matiangi as a candidate in 2027. That is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, kindly if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, please take a second or two to subscribe, like and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, my number is always here. If you want to reach out to me, also talk to me. And if you want to support the channel, that's my personal number. Now, let me dive into the topic today. How unique is Dr. King Fred Matiangi? Whether we like it or not, he's a unique candidate. And the reason number one that I have here today, it is that the name of Dr. King Fred Matiangi emerged from the people. Emerged from the demonstrations that we had in 2024. People just started talking about Dr. King Fred Matiangi. Both those in government, outside government, and even the common civilians. So people were talking about Dr. King Fred Matiangi as a solution to the problems that we're experiencing in the country today. Ever since Kenya got its independence, there is no name that emerged from the people. People were always waiting for candidates to front themselves and then they choose. But now, in this particular case, a name has emerged from the people. People literally just started talking about Matiangi's name. And that is the greatest threat to President William Ruto. The threat that this name did not just come because Matiangi presented himself to be a presidential candidate in this country. It emerged from the people. Now, number two reason is this. Is the track record. Now, what I can just tell you on that is simple. People can easily relate Dr. King Fred Matiangi to the type of work that he did when he was in power with Uhuru Kenyatta. And the most interesting thing is that during Uhuru Kenyatta's time and now, this is the era when the youths were more active in the political terrain. Mostly watching what politicians are doing, their track record, their efforts in leadership, and many other areas. So Matiangi is lucky that the population of the country right now is about 75% are the youths. And the youths are very aggressive. Can only remember a name, Dr. King Fred Matiangi, the person who changed the education sector, where he touched most of the youths in the country, the person who brought the Huduma number, the person who shifted the analog to digital in televisions in the country. So that kind of a track record, it resonates well with the people. For the first time in the history of Kenya, we are going to have a presidential candidate who is judged from the track record. Now, if you look at this cleanly, we have people like Kibaki. Kibaki was a well-educated man, but it is not track record that gave him the presidency. It is not. It is the desire of Kenyans to change the regime that was in power. Then Kibaki now came in and left a legacy. A legacy. If it was the issue to do with track record, as we speak today, Michuki could be the president of the Republic of Kenya, or maybe a retired president of the Republic of Kenya. So therefore, the track record, it is basically one of the things that is defining Dr. King Fred Matiangi, making him a unique candidate in these current campaigns and the future 2027 general elections. Ladies and gentlemen, as if that's not enough, also another thing that is making Dr. King Fred Matiangi to become a unique candidate this time around, it is the fact that he is not a politician. For those who are keen and following what is happening, not so many things are happening politically around Dr. King Fred Matiangi. The only thing that is political, we can say that he came and visited home, that is Kisii homecoming, and he also went to Amnyoros. Apart from that, he had a few meetings. But the fact is, he's not a political leader. He's not someone who has ever been elected in any position. So this is a new person who is just coming like Donald Trump from nowhere, from business, or maybe from technocrats, and then just joined politics. That makes him a unique candidate. Let's go back slightly. We had other candidates of the same, like Mwalimu Abdu Badida, who is currently, I think, in jail in the United States of America. I hope he was released. We have people who have vied in this country and they are not literally people who have been in politics like Wajakoya. But now, when we check on the bigwigs in politics like Kibaki, Raila, Ruto, Uhuru, all these people, at some point, they were elected as members of parliament and actually worked on in various capacities in this country. So therefore, the person in this current political regime as we speak that is unique, it is Dr. King Fred Matiang'i, on the basis that he's not a politician. Look at Gachagua. He was elected as a member of parliament for 5 years. He has been a deputy president. Look at before that, he worked with Uhuru Kenyatta privately but under the political wings. So look at Kalonzo Musyoka. He has been in power for over 40 years almost. I look at now people like Eugene Wamalwa, who has been elected before. Look at the people like now, even the new one, that is Natembeya. Natembeya is also now an elected member, elected governor in the Republic of Kenya. So all these leaders that you're having across, Martha Karua and the others, they are people who have tested elective seats in this country. But Matiang'i now comes in as a person who has never been elected in any position, who has never vied. This is the first time and is going for the presidency. Such a unique candidate. The other thing also that is making me say that Dr. King Fred Matiang'i is a unique candidate, it is the fact that he's nationally accepted. If you look at Dr. King Fred Matiang'i, his name is talked of right from Kisumu to Malindi, Malava, all the way to Marsabit. People know Dr. King Fred Matiang'i, and it is majorly because of the interior docket that he served, and of course the education, where he was very positive in terms of the things that happened in that sector. He changed the education sector, which marked across the entire country. If you see, the buses are all over the country. If you see the cheating of exams, it reduced them across the country. Everyone was talking about Matiang'i, Matiang'i, Matiang'i. That was tremendous. Ladies and gentlemen, being accepted countrywide gives him the base that will enable him at least go for presidency. I said before that before you go for presidency in this country, because Kenya is a tribal, the Kenyan politics are tribal in short, you first check on your tribal backyard. If you realize that you have numbers, then you proceed. But now Dr. King Fred Matiang'i comes in uniquely. It does not come from the tribal aspect as such, because first, he is coming from a small tribe of about 2 million of people in terms of voters. So when they come on board to support Dr. King Fred Matiang'i, they cannot entirely present a significant number until Matiang'i goes ahead to go and get some support from other neighbors or maybe other people who believe in him. Now, as we speak today, one thing that gives Dr. King Fred Matiang'i the urge, the ability, the intentions to go and seek support and seek the presidency is the fact that he knows he cuts across the country because of his track record. So he's a unique candidate in the basis that he cuts across the country. People from all parts of the country are talking about him, not because of his big tribe, not because of the numbers he has, because of the track record. They're making him a unique candidate in the entire republic. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, when he came to the airport, he said that he's not going to focus on negativity. He's going to focus on what you call issues and solutions. The solution-based campaign in this country, it has never happened. It only happened in the US. There's a president actually who won without mentioning the name of the opponent until he won the election. So will that happen in Kenya here? It's going to be for the first time tried by Dr. King Fred Matiang'i, and that is what is going to shock most of the Kenyans if it will be successful. So that makes Dr. King Fred Matiang'i a unique candidate. I don't know what is your take, but on the comment section you can share with me what you think about Dr. King Fred Matiang'i's uniqueness. See you next time for more videos.